Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1797, where we have 28 moves to clear out 42 jelly. Alright, so the hardest part is going to be this jelly here. It's not that we can't do it, but if we focus on this, we'll have a hard time getting the rest done, and vice versa. So we want to start with a good setup, and I don't think this is a good setup. I'm going to go ahead and exit, because I know I can do that without losing a life, and re-enter, and even if I were to bring in boosters, I wouldn't lose any boosters, unless I decide to actually play the game, and then I would be using them. So here we've got a different setup, and I like this a bit better. I can make a stripe here, I can make some work here. The problem is I still don't have anything that is a vertical stripe that can hit one of these columns or this. If I had a horizontal stripe up here, that might help too, but this is not going to, because this conveyor belt goes around this way, and this conveyor belt goes around this way, and the horizontal stripe I make here will not be able to get onto this conveyor belt. So again, I don't like it. That means I'm going to pause the recording and keep trying, going out and then in again over and over until I find what I like. I'll meet you back here in a bit. Okay, so this board has no obvious amazing move, but if this ticks one more, I'll be able to clear out this bottom portion with the green. And I like this concentration of color I have on the board. I feel like I've got a lot of blue that's eventually going to work out into something spectacular for me. So I'm going more on a promise. There we go. See, we got a stripe with that blue and it's aimed well. Oh, and now here we can go down this way with this orange. Now, it has taken me a while. I've played this several times and I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm going to have to do something that I actually hate to do. And that's pay attention to my moves. I like to move instinctively, but here I'm going to see what the best option is, and I like being able to clear this out, so I'm going to move this over here. This is aligned nicely if I can set it off where it is, and I can, and I'm also taking out more jelly. And then the other thing is paying attention to what's coming up next with these conveyor belts. So there's going to be a green over here. There's going to be a purple over here. That doesn't seem to be lining things up. Oh, there's another stripe. It's no longer aimed where I need it, but I might be able to shift it one way or another. And even though I'm going for the vertical stripes, sometimes the horizontal stripes can help when they're down here. Here's another opportunity to reach in and take out that portion. Oh, I wonder if I could get a green in through there. Not likely. It's not likely this is going to hold up at all, because I have to make moves on this board, and anything I do is probably going to set things off in a weird way. I don't really need a stripe along here. I'm going to do this for now. Just see if I can get a green in there. Wow, it worked. I'm a bit surprised, but we got it to work. Now I'm tempted to take this out just by doing this, which would make presumably a vertical stripe that would take this out, but take this out as well. I'm tempted, but I actually don't think I'm going to do that. I think this is a better opportunity for me. And still trying to figure out how to get this lined up with a stripe. So if I could get the yellow going, these two would work. If I could get this stripe, that would clear that out. Oh. No great moves. I'm going to take out a jelly here. This is better. Ah, look at that. Pretty. Now if I remove all yellow, I should be able to set these guys up. Plus I'll have less yellow on the board, so presumably I'll have more orange on the board. And that held together. It didn't go away. I've got 3 orange aimed here. Those are pretty good odds. I've got a couple of orange aimed here, a couple of orange aimed here. Now they all have to go the right way in order to make this spectacular, but even if they don't, getting some of them the right way is very helpful. So this is the one remaining. What can I do with that? If I could get a purple along here, or a green along here to make a color bomb. There's no purple showing up, but I might be able to make something. This, it's so tricky. If I do this, I think I would end up with this. On the old platform, I would go for this and try to get a green stripe this way. But here, I'm just not as confident. I think I'd be better off looking for something more likely, like this purple, if I can get this purple. That would turn into a stripe. Stripe's going the wrong way. So now what? Well, I might do the second thing I hate to do. This is my 20th playthrough on this level, so it just doesn't seem to be one that's going to work well for me. So I think it's time... Yeah, I can't move that over. I think it's time to use a booster. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a booster, and now I'm done. And I don't have to worry about this level anymore. And I do think that it is important to use the tools you have been given. I try not to for those cases where folks don't have boosters, but every once in a while I run across a board that if I don't use a booster, sure, I could beat it, but I'll just be here for a lot longer, and then I won't have time to get to the other levels to give hints and tips about what might help get things clear. Not my best level, but I hope that this has some value for you. If you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thanks for watching.